Hello friends, today we are going to see about one chapter, a lesson from class 8. I'll give you 5 seconds. You can just find the what lesson it is from this picture. Okay, it is chapter 5, Coal and Petroleum, class 8. Now we are going to see about that only. We use various materials for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by human efforts. You can do this activity 5.1. Does this list include air, water, soil and minerals? Since all these are obtained from nature, they are called natural resources. Can we use all our natural resources forever? The answer, you can put it in comment box. Can air, water and soil be exhausted by human activities? You have already studied about water in class 7. Is water a limitless resource? You can comment down and I will also tell you the answer. In the light of the availability of various resources in nature, natural resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. First, let us see the answer and then we can go to the two kinds. In this, definitely air will come because air, water and soil will come because it is a natural resource. So compulsorily in natural resource it comes. For this, can we use all our natural resources forever? No, we cannot. If we grow only we can if we grow trees only we can use natural resources forever. And for can air, water, we cannot complete we can fully exhaust our complete our human complete air, water and soil. It may damage also or it may complete also by human activities. We have already studied it in class 7. And is water a limitless resource? Like that they have asked, if we grow trees rain will come. So that if there is trees only rain will come. So we cannot say that it is a limitless resource or will there be more resource. So let us see the two kinds of natural resource. Inexhaustible natural resources. These resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Example are sunlight, air. Exhaustible natural resources. The amount of these resources in nature is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. Examples of those resources are forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. You can do this activity 5.2 and try it. It is a group activity. Assume that the eatables in the container represent the total availability of an exhaustible natural resource like coal, petroleum or natural gas. Each group may have a different consumption pattern. Are the earlier generation of any group too greedy? It may be that the earlier generations in some groups were concerned about the coming generation and left something for them. In this chapter, we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. These were formed from the dead remains of living organisms, that is fossils. So these are all known as fossil fuels. Coal. You may have seen coal or heard about it. In figure 5.1 you can see coal. It is as hard as stone and is black in color. Coal is one of the fuels used to cook food. Earlier it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce energy. Coal is also used as a fuel in various industries. Story of coal. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural processes like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. As coal contains mainly carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called a fossil fuel. A coal mine is shown in figure 5.2. Where do we get coal from and how is it formed? We get coal from the plants. If you know the answer, please put the answer in the comment box. This is the figure 5.2. This is the coal mine. Coke. It is a tough, porous and black substance. It is an almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. When heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar, and coal gas. Coal tar. It is a black, thick liquid. We can see it in figure 5.3 with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances. Products obtained from coal tar are used as starting materials for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life and in industry like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. Interestingly, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the rods. Coal gas. Coal gas is obtained during the process of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Meet you in part 2. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you for listening.